Welcome everybody to Tim and Tim Talk. You found us, episode number 1, The Ground Floor. This is going to be an amazing series where we talk about live and virtual events, strategies, tips, and tricks. Now, I can't do this alone, so with me on this journey, I have an amazing co-host, Tim Kerbabis. Hey Tim, welcome, and where are you calling in from?
Hey Tim, thanks for having me, and I'm here from Sacramento.
Awesome, welcome from Sacramento. I'm dialing in here from San Francisco. So, Tim, let's introduce ourselves to the audience real quick so they have a little bit of a gauge of who we are.
Yeah. So I'm Tim Kerbabis. I'm an event technical producer. My background is live and online events, and my goal in event production is to build ephemeral spaces where we can tell stories.
And I'm a producer for in-person events and online. I think total we probably have about, 5 million viewer hours and counting. We haven't kept track in a while. So both combined, we do a lot of events. So our goal here is to share our experience with you. So Tim, are we going to talk about specific technologies with them? Like what's the journey we're going to take this audience on over the course of this show?
Yeah, so as you said, Tim, we've done a lot of streaming, a lot of in-person events. We use a lot of technologies, and we'll be talking about technologies that we use specifically, and we'll be talking about the ones that work and to some extent the ones that don't. But these aren't specific endorsements or product recommendations. These are really the tools that we're using and finding work, and the tools we're exploring for our own events.
That's right. No endorsements. All our opinions are of our own and based on our experience. So we'll just leave it at that. So Tim, let's actually just jump right into this episode here. What are the tips and tricks for a successful virtual event?
So the number one tip, and one that I know we struggle with in our own production, is keep things short and to the point. Your audiences don't have the attention spans that you would have in an in-person event. You don't have their attention all day. They've got families and kids and dogs and the FedEx guy can ring the doorbell, and there's just a lot of distractions and other demands on people's time. And so if we can, in the event space, keep our events a little bit shorter, the segments shorter, and just be a little more respectful of people's time.
Absolutely. I have the refrigerator just 10 feet away from me. It's yearning, it's calling me. The distractions in the house are, it seems, unlimited. So by keeping your event nice and short and nice and tidy, you're really forcing the audience to stay glued to their seat, because you're like, if it's only 30 minutes and you get up for 5 minutes, you missed a fair percentage of it. So tip number 1. Tim, tip number 2, what do we have for the audience?
So one of the other things that we recommend is for presentation segments and kind of elements that are pretty static in your presentation event content is to pre-record that if possible, because it locks in your content, it prevents technical issues, it gives you a little more flexibility in the edit to get a really polished production, and then you can sandwich that with things like live Q&A or host segments or panel discussions that really take advantage of the live format and that audience interaction.
That, I would say, is one of our most successful ingredients that we use for our events, is sort of that hybrid of live and also pre-recorded, because the pre-recorded gives your speaker the confidence, because let's be honest, not every speaker feels confident doing it live. So when you offer the ability to be able to do a pre-record, you really attract just everybody to the event, irregardless of if they have if they're worried about the pressure of doing it live or if they're going to be doing it pre-recorded. And then merging those worlds with a great production company can just make it seamless, and they can make everything seem live. Tim, let's go. Keep this train going forward here. We're on a great pace. What's number 3?
One of the things we recommend is add something that gives your event a little bit of a wow factor, some extra excitement, whether that's a celebrity appearance, a keynote speech from, a executive chef, from, a inspirational speaker, something that's going to give your audience a little bit of extra beyond just what your company has, but enhances your brand.
I think clients would be surprised by what they can get for just a 30-minute keynote from a celebrity or somebody famous. Now, I use the word celebrity, which is celebrity in your space. It doesn't have to be a Jerry Seinfeld. That's a great name. If you can get it, it's not going to come cheap. But just a celebrity in your space, Tim, as you're saying, right? You get that local rock star chef, or if you get just the bartender, or you get that key coder or key doctor in your region, that adds tremendous value to your production.
And one of the things about virtual events is, unlike in an in-person event where you have to fly these people into your conference, you can get somebody for 30 minutes of their time to give a keynote address at your event, even if they're not geographically located near your company or your audience. And so it's really, in some ways, easier to get these, special keynote speeches than it has ever been before.
That's a great point, Tim. So some of the some of those tips cost a little bit of money, and some are free. So whatever works best for you as the event producer or organizer, you now sort of have a deep, robust bag of tricks. So Tim, so far though, everything that we've talked about is in the virtual world, but yet some of our clients have found a way to connect their audience and attendees in a physical world. Tim, how are they doing this?
Right. One of the great things that I've seen that you've seen is shipping your audience a care package, whether that's swag items or things they're going to interact with during the event, or food that they can eat, snacks, or a meal even. That shipping your audience a physical item is a great way to bring the event to them. Here I'm playing a video for you of an event that we recently worked on where we shipped out care packages to the audience. In the care package, we had
This is awesome.
some nice coffee mugs. Yeah, and this is like a really nice mug. It's not something they're going to throw away. It's something you're going to keep and use, like a camping style mug. Along with that, we can see the features here. Along with that mug, there was a thank you card that was signed by the event organizers, and then a bag of coffee from a local coffee roastery. And so this is a connection to the market. And then the event actually opened with a live DJ playing
Whoa.
as everyone enjoyed their coffee. Basically, that's a great way to bring your event to your audience, increase engagement, get them excited about your event, and with both the caffeine and the dancing, it's a great pick-me-up and get them invigorated for the morning.
Oh, I feel better already just doing this. Pardon the dance, though.
Totally. And one of the things that we've seen with events is when you send your audience something to interact with, as well as just a swag after the fact, it encourages them to show up for your event, right? They're less likely to forget to tune in if they have a physical reminder and a full cup of coffee to start the day with.
Yeah, well, we want to keep these episodes short and sweet. So what do you say we wrap this up now? We're in a new world.
Definitely.
We're going to have lots of different ideas and episodes to talk about. So stay tuned for this. So if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed our banter, and just learned one tip, why don't you just gently tap on that like button on the platform? And also, if you think that one of your colleagues, may get value from this, we are shareable too. So we appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions, lastly, make sure hit us up on the socials right here. We would love to hear from you. And if it's a great topic, we can address it in a future episode. So with that, thanks for watching. I'm Tim Kay.
And I'm Tim Kerbavis, and we talked.